I'm going to share with you what I learned spending over $20 million in solar ads and how that can benefit you. Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to another video on the best freaking solar channel on the planet, okay? If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do by smashing the button, all right? And recommend the channel, okay? If you like the content of this video, give it a thumbs up so we beat the algo. Now, my name is Ivan, and I help people start and grow a profitable solar business selling over the phone and achieving location independence. All right, in this video, obviously, we're talking about what I learned spending over $20 million in solar ads. Now, here's the thing, right? After you spend that kind of money, you'd have to be an idiot not to start seeing patterns, right? That's exactly what started to happen. After you start seeing patterns, you get to know things that other people don't know about. And I'm going to share them with you so you don't have to make the same mistakes that we made. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, the first thing you should keep in mind if you're advertising for solar on Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't matter, is that the interest targeting like audiences and stuff like that is a lot of importance these days. Simply because the algorithm of these platforms has become so smart, so sophisticated that a mere interest or targeting or whatever, it's not going to make a lot of difference. I'm going to tell you what you need to do instead. Now, for example, if you want to target the Hispanic community, the best thing you could possibly do is put signals in the ad. Make sure the creative is like something to do with Latin America and the headline and the call out and the call to action, stuff like that, instead of relying on the interest targeting that Facebook or YouTube is going to provide you with. The real targeting happens with the ad copy, headline. That's how you're targeting people. Because if your message is not resonating with that audience, then no interest is going to improve that. They just don't resonate with the ad itself. So that means you need to change that. Because Facebook already knows and YouTube already knows exactly who's going to respond well to that ad. And so if your ad is good enough and can resonate with people, Facebook or YouTube are going to reward you for it. They're going to show your ads to even more people. You're going to get a lower cost per click and then lower cost per CPM or impressions to show your ad, basically. And as a result, you're going to get a lower cost per lead. And so the whole campaign is going to go great. But if you're not targeting the right people, if your ad is not resonating with people, then a good indicator of that is that your cost per lead will be through the roof and it will be expensive. That is the platform's way of letting you know that you should do something about the ad because it's not resonating with people. People are not buying into it. You need to do something about it. You can change the creative, you can change the ad copy, you can change the headline. So it doesn't matter, but they're telling you that you should do something about it. You should not just rely on an interest targeting. That doesn't work anymore. We're not in 2014 anymore. We're in 2022. So we need to do things different. All right. These platforms are sophisticated enough to do that for you. Now, the second thing I want you to remember is you need to do a lot of testing. And when I say a lot of testing, I don't mean spend thousands of dollars to find out if something works. But if you have an idea of a campaign, you need to put it to test, okay? You need to spend roughly about $100 to $150, maybe $200 to find out if that resonates with people or not, right? If you're not getting results for that money, most likely your ad's not gonna work. And so you should cut it there. Right? But you need to test. Part of the process you're in, you're going to have to do some testing. Testing is not bad. Testing is actually pretty good because it will show you what doesn't work and what works. And so if you find out something that works and it gives you results, you have to double down on that. Obviously, spend the most amount of money there at a place where it gives you the best results and disregard anything else that is wasting money. And so just test. Number 3, you need to make sure that you are insured when it comes to getting your ad account suspended. That is a very common thing on Facebook. If you get your ad account suspended, all of a sudden your volume drops. And imagine you have salespeople that are relying on that ad to run every single day so they can get their calendar filled. Until you figure it out, they're going to be twiddling their thumbs, basically. You don't want that to happen. So what you need to do is you need to have a backup account. So you need to have more than one ad account. Should anything happen and Mark Zuckerberg wakes up one day on the wrong side of the bed and decides to send you to Facebook jail, all of a sudden you're covered because you have more than one ad account. So all I'm saying is do not be one of those people that doesn't have a backup. Always have a backup. And you can have a backup of the backup. and a backup of the backup of the backup. All right, so I'm sure you get the point. And number 4 is customer experience. In these days, for example, these platforms care about retaining the eyeballs that they already have at their disposal, because that's how they make their money. So that's one thing that you should keep in mind. If you're advertising on these platforms, what you need to do is you need to make sure people are resonating with the ad itself. You're getting positive feedback from people that are responding to the ad, and you're keeping Facebook and YouTube's users happy. That's all they need at the end of the day. Because not one advertiser out there, doesn't matter how much they're spending, is worth, because they're making hundreds of billions of dollars a year off of advertising. So no one advertiser is worth sacrificing people to where they leave the platform and never come back because they're sick of it. And so you need to keep that in mind. So as long as people are responding well to the ad, then you're good. You're pretty sweet, so you don't need to worry about it. Another way to keep the positive feedback going, if that's on Facebook, you can do a separate campaign where you're basically running a likes campaign on the same ad that you're running for traffic and conversions. I don't want to get too techy, but that's one of the ways to keep everything where it needs to be, where you keep the platforms happy. You can continue to get positive reinforcements from these platforms by giving you a lower CPL and a lower CPM. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up so we beat the algo. If you have any questions about working with us and helping you scale your solar business or solar sales or whatever you have going on right now, if you're a sales org rep, hit us up in the second link in the description. You can schedule a call and talk to one of our guys. They'll help you out, tell you what it is. And if we can't work together, they'll obviously let you know. And they'll help you out tremendously. Get on the right track at least. So it's not going to be a time wasted. If you want to know how to scale, if that's what you're interested in, if you want to know how to scale a solar business remotely, having salespeople close for you in their underwear, keeping them happy, and growing that and growing that and growing that to where you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars a year. First link for the free training will be in the description. Again, shameless plug. Go check it out. It is freaking bonkers. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.